Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my weekly What I've Been Warming, and I'm going to start out with the scent of the month for May, which is really, really nice. This is called Coconut Blossoms, and it's very soft, it's very gentle, it is very much a coconut fresh and just ever so slightly laundry scent without being harsh or in your face in any way. It's got a little bit of Lily of the Valley. It has just a very soft freshness where you're going to want to put a few extra cubes in your warmers compared to your typical scent that would be more fresh or laundry. Those are much stronger, but this little bit of fresh coconut, almost like the coconut that you would get out of a fresh coconut specifically. It hasn't been dried, it hasn't been sweetened, it's just light and very watery and crisp. And a little bit of greenery and that tiny, tiny hint of Lily of the Valley, where I feel like you get the greens of the Lily of the Valley as well as just a whisper of the floral fragrance itself. It's really, really nice. So I went through a clam and a half, or maybe 2.5 clams. I might have thrown one away in the process of cleaning up over the week, of this scent, and it is stronger than, I think it was called Pacific Mist that we had a couple summers ago, and a little bit more laundry, but it's kind of along those lines, and I find this one to perform nicely if you're looking for a gentle scent. Probably that would be very good in bedrooms too. So then I also revisited the current scent of the month, which is Keep On Blooming, and this is a fresh floral that does have a real crispness to it and some different notes that make it so that it's a little bit woody and outdoorsy for me for a floral fruity sort of scent. And it's good. It's slightly sharp, but I will enjoy the rest of the bars that I have, and this one is a very good performer. It's quite strong for what it is. So that is Keep On Blooming. So then another thing that I really, really enjoyed was a combination of Honeysuckle Dew, which is in the newest trio from our Epcot collection, and an old Disney bar, which is Belle, the Last Petal, which has rose, it's got grapefruit, it has sort of a floral but very fresh and zesty scent to it. And the other night I had gone out to hang out at a Bible study with some girlfriends, and I came back home and I had left the house smelling lovely. I had left the house smelling clean and fresh. Somebody had cooked and not really cleaned up after themselves. So it was sort of like steak with peppers, Chinese mixed with something else, and it wasn't good. So I did the dishes and put the Lost Petal in before I went to bed, and then the next morning I added the Honeysuckle Dew in other warmers, and it made for a really nice, crisp, fresh floral day in the house that I really enjoyed. So this Honeysuckle Dew that is newer, it's so light. It has the honeysuckle, be good for a lovely spring day with the fluffy blue clouds and sunshine, and it's floral and it's very uplifting and crisp. So these two are really good together. And then last but not least, when it comes to Scentsy, because a lot of what I was doing this week was Teddy Bees, in the basement, I did an entire clam of Ocean Shimmer for several days. And in that space, I tend to get prolonged and better performance from a lot of my wax because it's a trapped space. It's just a big open rectangle basically down there. And we have the stairway where we just have a Dutch door on it, and that kind of allows the scent to waft upstairs for a while. I had put cucumber and cactus water down there weeks ago, it seems like, and it went for a week and a half. And I thought, I'm going on 2 weeks with this scent in the warmers. It hasn't died, which is amazing. But I really think I should be smelling something else down here. We just aren't using that space a lot right now. So this Ocean Shimmer is light with some sea spray, a tiny bit of Capri Lemon, and it's really, really nice. So fresh, clean, and aquatic that's newer, try that one. I really like it. So then, pretty much everything else is Teddy Bees. So on Easter, I had my parents and my in-laws over, and we had a lovely little celebration. We had a ham. I actually roasted a chicken too as a backup in case people didn't want ham. I made a beautiful blueberry lemon cheesecake that was fantastic. And I ate way too much of it, but it was so good. My husband made some mashed potatoes. It was all very nice, but I didn't want the wax to overpower our time with dinner, especially older people sometimes are sensitive to certain things. So I put in one of the forget-me-nots that was in the pre-order that we all just got shipped to us called Wax Snob. Now this, I love the scent. And I know with Teddy Bees it's important to let things cure. I had decent performance from it in one space, but then I put some of this in my bedroom, and surprisingly enough, I could barely smell it in there. I did better in the dining room the other day. This is beautiful. It's very floral. It's crisp. It's really, really light. Pink pepper, sandalwood, sweet citrus, pear, hints of peach, and sensual vanilla. Anything from her strengthens over time, so I'm going to put that away and enjoy it. But I paired that with an older one that I have from her, I Heart Vanilla Pear. So good together, both of them. Because the Wax Snob is definitely more sophisticated. This is just the sort of thing you want to have on Easter Sunday. So this is all the things that are in I Heart Vanilla, which is creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallows and magnolias, and then there's just sweet pear and sugar nectar in here. And it was exactly what I wanted on a lovely spring day, and those two were really, really nice together. Another thing that I was trying out just kind of randomly one evening was this very strong scent called Wimberley. That was another one of the forget-me-nots in the pre-order. This had been called Ginny Springs, and Tiffany changed the name. This scent smells, I kid you not, just like my mother's laundry room. And I had her sniff it when she came over on Easter, and I didn't tell her what it was. I just said, this will remind you of something. She sniffed it, and she said, it smells like my laundry room. So I'm not just losing it. It really is the way that her laundry room smells. The fresh scent of Gain. We don't even use Gain. I don't think. I'll have to check under her cabinet where she hides all of her cleaning supplies. With Norwegian pines and a touch of citrus. But it's a strong, sharp scent. It is laundry without being oppressive, but it's pretty crisp and sharp, so this will probably do me for 4 or 5 years. And it's not that often that I want my whole house to smell like my mom's laundry room, but it's kind of a cool little heart-tugging memory for me. Very nice. Another day, this was so good. I tried out the Somewhere With You that's in the current pre-order and will be available in the RTS. This caught my attention because I love Bondi Beach, which is Italian lemons, sweet violets, rose de mai, and bergamot. And it is a crisp, fresh, beautiful summertime scent. Makes me think of an elegant hotel. And then in this one, it is mixed with lavender vanilla, salty driftwood, and beach nights. This is so strong. If you guys are getting this and thinking you need to go put it away, it's a boomer performer, and it is gorgeous. It's definitely got a sharpness to it because of all the Bondi Beach notes, and the vanilla with the lavender and the salty driftwood, that just kind of softens it, but this throws like a champ. It is a lovely, salty, spring, summer, beachy kind of a scent with all that floral underneath, and it was so good. And I thought immediately, I want to pair this with something I already have in my Teddy Bees collection, and that is Balsam and Blooms. I thought I was going to really like Balsam and Blooms in the fall and winter. Too much beach nights in it for that. It's fantastic for spring, summer for my taste. So this is Vanilla Balsam, Beach Nights, Sandalwood, and Golden Autumn Florals. But it was really, really nice with the other scent Somewhere With You. Because the balsam in here, I could do this in August or September, but I find that the Beach Nights makes me think summertime far more than fall or winter. This is a beautiful scent. It's had a little bit of time to mellow and chill out and have all the notes mingle, and it complemented the Somewhere With You beautifully. I loved it. It was beautiful, strong throw with all that beach night all over my house with all the other subtle underlayers. It was so good, you guys. Another day, I wanted to try out the Luxe Pistachio because pistachio bread pudding, which I have here, I have that in my collection and I love to melt that. I love the older scent by Scentsy, which is the pistachio ice cream. So nice. And the Luxe Pistachio is similar to Scentsy's pistachio ice cream. A little bit more body care with more layers, whereas the Scentsy scent is just a really gorgeous, creamy pistachio ice creamy scent. But the notes are similar enough that I still have a few bars of that. So even though this was so good, I could get another one, I don't think I should. So this Luxe Pistachio is Madagascar Vanilla Creamy Pistachio Ice Cream, which is pretty much all the Scentsy bar is, and then Sandalwood. So that little bit of sophistication from the Sandalwood does show up in this. At the moment, this is a medium, soft to medium scent. It fills the room enough, though, because if it was super strong, I think this would choke you out. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I know this is not going to linger on her site after that RTS that's coming up, But if it did, it's one of those things where I might scoop it up down the road, but I know this will be gone in a heartbeat. And I don't think I'm going to fight anybody to get more, because I still have some of pistachio bread pudding, which has some similar notes. It's just way more bakery, and a friend just sent me another souffle, so I think I'm good. And I paired these two in the house. It was so beautiful. Toasted pistachios, glazed donuts, hints of cinnamon, cream-soaked bread, brown sugar, and sweet vanilla icing. I love this bakery scent that she did last year. Wasn't it last year? Yeah, this was in 2024. It is beautiful. So this is a full-on bakery, nutty pistachio with all of that bread pudding, almost like a flaky croissant note. It's one of my favorites. I love this one. So those two together were fabulous. Then another day, I have heard that Escobar is gorgeous. And I believed people. It's just when the only notes that are in it are Palo Santo and beach treats, I have a lot of scents that are these sort of two oil mix wonders. I've got like I Heart Vanilla Palo Santo, love that, and some others along those lines. So I figured I'd like this, but how much do I need? So the only thing I melted yesterday all day was Escobar. It was beautiful. And now I'm thinking, do I need another tub? Because this is one of those simple, chilled out, but just gorgeous scents where it's nothing fancy, but yet it's perfection. So I really, really enjoyed this. It's just soft. It's cozy. It's inviting. It's the kind of scent where if you have scent sensitive people coming over, you could still have this in all the warmers and they would just say, oh, your house vaguely smells beautiful. And this was great. So enjoyed that very, very much. Now, some other things that I was trying out in different spaces. In the basement, I took a chunk out of my Marshmallow Woods, which I love. But this, I think, needs time to cure to throw super well, because I put it in the same space as my Ocean Shimmer from Scentsy, which threw beautifully. I got a lot of good definition in the smell. This one stayed close to its warmers. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But I think I have enough scents in my collection that I'm not going to go back and get more, because this probably needs time to cure for it to throw. So this is Cold Milk, Marshmallow, Mahogany, and Tonka Bean, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I believe it's inspired by Commodity Milk. I love it, but the warm depth in here, I thought that would throw quite well. You really have to stuff your nose in the warmers at this point to get that, so this one needs to chill out, but it was good. Another one that surprised me, and I know most people don't tend to touch their Teddy Bees when they first get it, but I want to know at least halfway what the thing's going to smell like, so that if I absolutely fall in love with it, I have a chance to grab some more in the RTS. So Sun and Stars, really, really nice smell, and I'm sure this will strengthen and mature over time. But I ended up not liking it quite as well in the warmer as I did on cold, and that happens sometimes, not usually, but sometimes. And I still have a good chunk of his, which has a lot of blue sugar in it too. So I said I wanted to get another souffle of this. I don't think that I'm going to, because it's good, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I need more. So this one has Palo Santo blue sugar, shaving cream, and golden sands. But the one where I don't seem to see my souffle, plum and peppercorns. I don't have it, just imagine that I have it with me. I didn't think I was going to like that much, because I thought it would be more like Emma of Normandy. No, it has some of those notes, but whatever that harsh berry thing is that I don't like about Emma of Normandy, plum and peppercorns is the most gorgeous fall, warm, deep, rich scent. I want to get more. I don't need tons, because I think it'll pair well with Meraxes, which I have 2 tubs of by accident. I only meant to order 1, and I got 2 in the last RTS. But I think another souffle of plum and peppercorns, or maybe a tub, is an absolute must. I see why people rave about it, and that's why, again, I wanted to warm a chunk of all of these, because I would have totally passed plum and peppercorns up if I hadn't warmed it, because on cold, I thought it was going to have that note I don't like. It was transporting and beautiful with the saffron, the peppercorn, and the cashmere plum, I think, or plum something. Was so good. Okay, another one where I'm going to arm wrestle people to get more of in the RTS. She Walks in Beauty. Guys, this is so good. I would say this is a bedroom scent, but it is stunning. Vanilla sugar, soft florals, honey, pear blossom, hints of champagne, amberette, coconut, sweet nectarine, milky caramel, and praline cream. So it's got the whole kitchen sink. This is a warm, feminine. This new fancy word that wasn't even a thing when I was in my teens and 20s or even 30s, lactonic in perfume, meaning it's got sort of a milky note. This is so good. This is so good. I don't know what size I'll be able to get, but even if I can only snag some more souffles, I'll probably get 2. I'm thinking maybe even a loaf. It'll last me forever because I'm probably only going to melt this in my bedroom, but it is so beautiful. This is one of the top standouts of everything that I got in this pre-order, and it is fantastic. So another thing that I tried out in my bedroom where I really like it, but because I got a tub, I don't need more, is going to be Midnight Train to Memphis. This, out of all the things that I got in her pre-order, this was the most mysterious on cold. I could not really figure out what it was going to do in the warmer. But it's really nice. There is this floral green note in here, which I think comes from the Lily of the Valley and maybe the Moonflower, because I don't know what Moonflower smells like, that I wasn't really picking up on cold, because this thing has the kitchen sink in it too. This is blackcurrant, English lavender, Lily of the Valley, night blooming moonflower, smoky marshmallow, vanilla cashmere, and Palo Santo. The last 3 notes I get on cold, I got them on warm, which warms up and kind of sultrifies the rest of the notes, which are going to be your Lily of the Valley, the Moonflower. Oh, guys, beautiful. This will be enough because, again, this is going to be a bedroom scent, but I really like it. This kind of reminds me of Oracle of the Dusk, and those two together, I think I would do those. I don't even know if it would perform well enough in an open space, but on a day where I just wanted sort of velvet, cozy femininity, but that's sort of sultry, those two would be great. And the grand finale for me today is going to be my loaf, which I knew I was going to love this. Velvet Chai and Oak. And I want to show you why I knew that was going to be a home run. If you have ever gotten from the chai box this tea, it is called, it's not really showing up, Hill Station. This is really, really classy, you guys. It's black tea, cardamom, and rose. And with this type of tea, you have to add more if you are a loose tea drinker, typically like a teaspoon per 8 ounces. You got to go way over that with this to get the concentration. This is like a little over a tablespoon for 8 ounces of water. This tea is one of my all-time favorites. And I knew that this Velvet Chai and Oak would have a similarity, but in wax, and it was absolutely right. Because this one is black and green tea leaves, warm oak tobacco leaves, milky cardamom, crushed pistachios, dried rose petals, and smoky vanilla. So this has a few more notes than the tea. This is the wax version of what I taste when I drink that tea, just sort of intensified. This is so good. If you guys go into the RTS and you liked... People are saying Whipstaff Manor. I get it to a degree, but Whipstaff Manor's much darker. It's got a lot more pumpkin. It's got the leaves. But this has the same number of complex layers in it. It's more spring, summer. You could melt this any time of the year. It's kind of like halfway between Whipstaff Manor and Earl Ingstad, but then it's got all this personality from the cardamom, the pistachio, and the roses. But you guys, this is a winner. It's fantastic. It just will blow your mind. Get this one if you like the deep and complex scents from Teddy Bees. And then last but not least, I did have a couple of samples from her that I didn't want to forget to talk about. Smoke Show, couldn't smell anything, not getting that. And then I got the one that was called Z's. I liked that, but it was quite light. So I have such a list of things that I would prefer to purchase first. Again, if I ever saw something just kind of laying around, I would buy Z's in a future purchase, maybe in a souffle, but doing it as the size that was offered recently, which was the Forget-Me-Not tin. I don't know that I need it in that. And I don't need Smoke Show, can't smell it at all. But last but not least, I also pulled out to do on the same day as the Velvet Chai and Oak what's getting to be less and less of my one tub of Modern Farmhouse. Now, of all the things I've ever gotten from Teddy Bees, this needed the longest cure time for me to fall in love with it. This one's Tonka, Oud, Vanilla Birch, and Egyptian Amber. When I first got it, it was horribly sharp, and I'm like, I don't know why people like this. Put it away for a year, because this one was poured in 10 of 23 now. Tried it again, fell in love. This is supposed to be available in the RTS, and I don't know if I'll be able to get another tub, but I may. Because this is one of the strongest performers. It's very elegant. It's not like anything anybody else makes that I know of. Closest thing would be Vanilla Oud from Scentsy, but that doesn't have the Egyptian Amber and the Vanilla Birch in it. So this is really, really good but you may have to let it sit for forever if you get it in the RTS to get the balance of the notes. So I'm really, really happy with so many things that I got out of the pre-order. I'm still enjoying my Scentsy. Next, I'm going to film my May melting basket, which is all Scentsy because I got to get back to my roots here. But it's been really, really fun to explore some of the things that were from this January 2025 pre-order from Teddy Bees, and it was definitely worth it. And this is amazing. So again, if you're a tea person, the chai box, you have to brew it stronger than normal. But this is one of the most elegant scents, and it's a very perfumey tea. Like the scent of this, it's a beautiful tea, but it's what hits your nose with this one, even more than your taste buds, that makes this tea so good. Oh, it's so good. Cardamom and rose, who knew? Black tea, cardamom, and roses. And I keep thinking there's pistachios in here too, but there isn't the wax. So have a great day, guys. God bless. Enjoy your wax. And if you're a tea person, check out that company because she's really good, the Chai Box. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.